cardfighters, the Blast from Miz with basic leak on the trial decks for the new update for the Gear Chronicle as well as the Palemoon trial decks. Basically, after looking through all the cards now that they're all officially out on the leak, the basic cards that you're gonna want to get when you buy these trial decks are gonna be Interdimensional Beast, Metallic Phoenix, as well as Chrono Dran, because if you're gonna do the Chrono Jet build, you're gonna definitely need the Chrono Dran with it, and Titan Breaker Dragon as well as History Maker Dragon. Basically, you will need, since you're gonna keep manipulating the the new ability Time Leap, which basically binds a card on your side of the field, allows you to search through your deck for a new unit that's one level higher and bring it onto the field. So you can still use it in unison with other cards, but you're going to be basically manipulating that advantage. So when you get the Metallic Phoenix, you're going to probably want one for your deck. You don't need to probably run two at all. You can still do two if you want, so that way you get Tiny Leap and plus units. But basically, the unison play is the turn you stride into Phoenix, you pretty much Time Leap, binding Chrono Dran, get a Chrono Jet Dragon thanks to Chrono Dran's ability, as well as a grade 1 unit on the field. So you get first your grade unit higher than Chrono Dran, and then you activate Dran's ability, get the Chrono Jet from deck, it comes to field, and then in turn you get to add that Chrono Jet to the hand. So it kind of gives you an option to reduce your grade 1, so you don't have to run 3 Stream Dragons if you don't want to. You can run 3, that's fine. 4 Pristine Breath Dragon is fine. Time Break Dragon is also pretty good because his ability, that's a time leap that when you're already on Generation Break 1, the second you place it, you can get a time leap ability off of that card as well. And then you have History Maker Dragon, which also, when this card attacks, you can choose one other rear guard and then time leap it. So you have 2 units, one that you go place on the field that gives you the time leap ability, and the other one it attacks, it gets the time leap ability. And that's pretty much all of them, since they each, I believe, you get 2 Phoenixes when you buy one structure deck. You would get, of course, 1 Dran for each structure deck. As for Time Break Dragon, you would get 3 of them in one structure deck. History Maker is 2. So you might want to buy a couple more, or just buy it straight out the singles on that set. And as for the Palemoon clan, the best cards they get are going to be, I would say, if you want to make a Tamer deck, I believe Bunny, let me pull it up, Bunny Queen Beast Tamer. If you're aiming for the Bunny Queen Beast Tamer deck, I think she doesn't require anything that says Beast Tamer. If not, if I'm wrong, okay, it does require Beast Tamers, so it has to have Beast Tamer in name. There are a couple that have Beast Tamer in name. Moonlight Melody Tamer Betty. She is gonna be a definitely good card. You still could probably use her outside it, even though she doesn't have Beast Tamer if you were playing the Beast Tamer build, because there are at least a couple of them that have Beast Tamer in name, like Anthus Beast Tamer, the draw trigger, stand trigger, and it has the ability to be put in soul and give plus 3,000 to the unit, so you can manipulate that ability right there, as well as Obsidian Beast Tamer and Cinnalit Beast Tamer. But otherwise, still, this looks like a good card to keep. Its ability is Counterblast 1. At the end of the turn, this unit boosts a rear guard. You may pay the cost and put the rear guard that this unit boosted into soul and choose up to 1 card with Magia in its ability and call it from soul to the rear guard. Otherwise, Egg Juggler reprint is a good card to get if you think you might need it. For draw power, Kitten Juggler isn't really needed. I just like how the card looks. Design's pretty cool. You also get that reprint of, Poison Juggler that you might need if you're looking for that. That still gives you other options for crit wise. and if you need to put in soul. And like I said, and this beast tamer, which you could put in soul, give plus 3,000. Ardor Dragon Master Amanda is definitely gonna be the better option than the Shard unit that came out in Fighter Collection 2015. It's not that he's bad. I forgot what that card name is. Collection 2014. Because their ability is pretty much about the exact same. I know I have the card itself too. Let's see. Royal Palemoon. No, it wasn't that one. No, so it wasn't Fire Collection 2014. He came in. If he didn't come in Fire Collection, it wasn't 2015. I forgot which that Shard unit came in. The Palemoon one that I have. Yeah, it was Fire Collection 2015. I'm an idiot, so don't mind me on that. I thought too far back. What was it called? Palemoon. Here it is. Nope, wrong one. Cause that's Lucky Air. The one I'm looking for is here. It is. Miracle Luna Square Clifford. His ability is still on hit ability, and it gets plus 2,000. I think the only difference is between Clifford and Adore is that she just soul charges. That's it. They both call from soul. She just soul charges one, and you have to put that unit back at the end of the turn that she does that ability. So it's fine with Clifford because the unit can stay on the field, or you can make sure you could bounce it back to soul and then do other plays later. I say probably Adore will be the more go-to card, even though Clifford is a good substitute. As for a secondary unit for Shriding over Mirage Sword Judy, I don't think is a great option, but her ability might be good for setup play because she at least gives you the ability to, when you play her on Vanguard, you can soul charge one and call a grade 2 unit. Then you can Stride and do anything else after that. It's basically like, I forgot, it was a grade 3 unit. Forgive me, I haven't remember what units were in the original Generation Stride Structure Deck for Royal Paladin, but there was a grade 3 dragon that when you called it Counterblast 2, you superior called a grade 2 Royal Paladin. And then you can stride over it. It's pretty decent at least. And then last is Card Dealer Jacqueline. With her ability being a Generation Break, it's Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If this unit boosts it, you may pay the cost. If you do, Soul Charge 1 and choose up to 1 grade 2 from your soul and call the rear guard. So at least out of all of those are probably going to be the key cards you're definitely going to want from this structure deck, and you'll only get at least 2 Adore, just like you would get 2 Phoenix. As Betty would be, I mean, get a Betty. Here it is. 3 Bettys. Egg Juggler is going to be 2 copies. Poison Juggler should be at least 2 copies. Nope, it's a 4 copies, alright. And Judy, you would get also 4 copies of her. And as lastly, Jacqueline, get 2 copies of her. So it won't take too much of buying multiple structure decks between the two, but at least you could get enough of the cards that might be the supporting cards you're definitely looking for in the set. And also, another thing is from all the stuff I've seen for the Gear Chronicle, if you're just like theming your deck to look a certain way, because I know there's a lot of people that play Kagero decks and they want all dragons, no human side at all. They want to just play all units that are just dragons, period. If you're interested in making all pretty much a huge amount of human deck, wise with a bunch of steampunk looking human beings, there are now at least a lot of them. Thanks to this structure deck, you get a lot of units that are human, that are steampunk dressed. So that gives you a lot of other options if you're trying to do for Gear Chronicles. Till next time, this is Blaster Mez signing out.